Everything you've been told about backyard chickens is holding you back. Right now, thousands of homesteaders are cramming chickens into tiny yards, fighting noise complaints, battling predators, and watching feed costs eat up every dollar they thought they'd save. And here's the truth nobody in the poultry world wants to admit. Chickens are not the best bird for small spaces, not even close. There are two birds that produce more food per square foot, cost less to feed, and fly completely under the radar of most HOA rules and city ordinances. Quail and ducks. These two forgotten birds will outproduce chickens in half the space, slash your feed bill, and give you a level of food independence that chickens simply cannot match. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly why quail and ducks are the ultimate small space homestead birds, the 7 specific advantages they hold over chickens, and how to set up a system that feeds your family year-round without a single complaint from your neighbors. Let's get into it. Here's what's really happening in backyards across the country right now. You wanted food independence. You wanted fresh eggs every morning, so you did what everyone told you to do. You got chickens. And at first, it felt great. But then reality hit. Your coop takes up half your yard. Your feed bill is running $40 to $60 a month. Your hens are loud enough that your neighbors are starting to give you looks. And if you're in a city or suburb, you might be one complaint away from being forced to get rid of them entirely. The average backyard chicken keeper spends over $700 in their first year, between the coop, the feeders, the waterers, the bedding, the feed, and the inevitable vet visit when something goes wrong. And what do you get back? Maybe 5 eggs a day if you're lucky. Now divide that by the square footage those birds need. You're looking at 8 to 10 square feet per chicken for a healthy flock. A flock of 6 hens needs a minimum of 60 square feet just for the run. Add the coop, and suddenly you've lost a massive chunk of your property. And here's the part that really stings. Most city ordinances ban roosters entirely. Many limit you to 4 or 6 hens. Some neighborhoods don't even allow chickens at all. So you're paying more, getting less, using more space, and fighting regulations the entire time. Meanwhile, there are 2 birds that solve almost every single one of these problems. Birds that most homesteaders completely overlook because the entire backyard farming industry has been obsessed with chickens for decades. That obsession is costing you money, space, and food security, and today we're going to fix that. Here's what most people don't realize. Before chickens dominated the backyard farming world, quail and ducks were the backbone of small-scale food production for centuries. Ancient Japanese farmers raised Coturnix quail in spaces smaller than a modern apartment balcony. They produced eggs daily, matured in 6 weeks, and required almost no infrastructure. Entire families sustained themselves on quail alone in spaces that would make a chicken keeper laugh. Duck farming goes back even further. Chinese and Southeast Asian farmers integrated ducks into rice paddies over 2,000 years ago. The ducks ate the pests, fertilized the fields, and produced eggs that were larger, richer, and more nutritious than chicken eggs, all without a single bag of commercial feed. These systems worked because they were designed around small spaces and limited resources, exactly the situation most backyard homesteaders are in right now. So what happened? Commercial agriculture happened. The poultry industry scaled chickens because they were easier to factory farm, not because they were better for small producers. The entire modern poultry supply chain was built around what works for corporations, not what works for you. That means the knowledge about quail and duck systems got buried, not because it stopped working, because there was no money in teaching it. The good news is that knowledge still exists, and the numbers still hold up. Quail and ducks outperform chickens in nearly every metric that matters to a small space homesteader. Let me show you exactly how. What I'm about to share are the 7 specific advantages that make quail and ducks the ultimate small space homestead birds. If you're serious about small space food production, hit subscribe and the bell so you don't miss a single one. Item 1. Eggs per square foot, The numbers don't lie. Let's start with the metric that matters most. How much food can you produce per square foot of space? A single chicken needs 8 to 10 square feet and lays around 5 eggs per week. That's roughly half an egg per square foot per week. Now look at Coturnix quail. You can raise 1 quail per single square foot. Each hen lays 5 to 7 eggs per week. That's up to 7 eggs per square foot per week, 14 times the production density of chickens. If you have a 10 by 10 backyard area, chickens give you maybe 50 eggs a week. Quail in that same space could give you over 500. The math is brutal for chickens, and once you see these numbers, you can't unsee them. But production density is just the beginning. The next advantage might save you even more money. Item 2. Feed costs that actually make sense. Feed is where most backyard setups bleed money. A chicken eats roughly a quarter pound of feed per day. That adds up to about 90 pounds per bird per year. A Coturnix quail eats less than an ounce per day. You can feed 50 quail for the same cost as 6 chickens. 50 birds versus 6, same feed bill. Ducks are larger eaters than quail, but here's where they pull ahead. Ducks are elite foragers. A pair of Khaki Campbells turned loose in a small yard will devour slugs, snails, grubs, and mosquito larvae all day long. Their feed bill drops by 30 to 50% just from free-ranging in a small garden. Compare that to chickens who will destroy your garden beds within a week. Ducks forage without the destruction. When you stack feed efficiency against production, quail and ducks win by a landslide. But the next advantage is the one that keeps people out of legal trouble. This is the silent killer of backyard chicken projects: noise. Even without a rooster, hens are not quiet. The egg song alone can hit 70 decibels. That's enough to trigger a noise complaint in any suburban neighborhood. Quail are virtually silent. The males make a soft call that barely carries past your fence line. Most neighbors will never know you have them. Many city ordinances don't even classify quail as poultry, which means they fall completely outside chicken restrictions. Ducks are louder than quail, but quieter than chickens in practice. Female ducks quack, but males make a soft, raspy sound that carries almost nowhere. And unlike chickens, ducks don't do the egg song announcement every single morning. I've talked to homesteaders who kept quail on apartment balconies for years without a single complaint. Try that with chickens and you'll have animal control at your door within a month. If regulations or neighbors are a concern, this advantage alone makes the switch worth it. And speaking of things most people don't consider, the next one changes how you think about nutrition entirely. Not all eggs are created equal, and this is where quail eggs quietly dominate. Gram for gram, quail eggs contain more iron, more B12, more riboflavin, and more protein than chicken eggs. They also contain higher concentrations of antioxidants. 5 quail eggs roughly equal 1 chicken egg in volume, but they pack a denser nutritional punch per gram. Duck eggs are even more impressive in raw size. A single duck egg is about 30% larger than a chicken egg, with nearly twice the omega-3 fatty acids. The yolk-to-white ratio is higher, which means more nutrients per egg. For bakers, duck eggs are a secret weapon. The higher fat content creates richer pastries, taller cakes, and fluffier breads. People sell duck eggs at farmers markets for $5 to $6 a dozen, specifically because bakers seek them out. You're not just getting more eggs per square foot, you're getting better eggs. But what about meat? That's where the next advantage comes in. Fastest protein turnaround in backyard farming. If you want meat production in a small space, nothing on earth beats Coturnix quail for speed. Quail reach butcher weight in 6 to 8 weeks, 6 weeks from hatch to plate. Chickens take 12 to 16 weeks minimum for a meat breed. That means you can run 2 full cycles of quail in the time it takes to finish 1 batch of chickens. In a single year, a small quail setup can produce over 200 dressed birds from a space the size of a garden shed. The processing is simple enough to do on a kitchen counter. No scalding tank, no plucker, no massive cleanup. Ducks take longer, around 7 to 9 weeks for Pekin meat ducks, but each dressed duck yields 4 to 6 pounds of rich, dark meat, plus rendered fat that sells for $15 to $20 a quart. Both birds give you a faster, more space-efficient protein pipeline than chickens ever could. Now here's one that catches most people off guard: predator resistance and hardiness. Chickens are predator magnets. Hawks, raccoons, foxes, dogs, weasels, the list never ends. And because chickens need large outdoor runs, they're constantly exposed. Quail change the equation entirely. Because you can raise them in compact, enclosed hutches, predator protection is simple and cheap. A basic wire enclosure with a solid top eliminates 90% of predator threats. No expensive hardware cloth runs, no automatic coop doors, no midnight raccoon battles. Ducks have their own advantage. They're naturally more alert than chickens and significantly harder for aerial predators to take. A full-grown duck is too heavy for most hawks, and ducks instinctively group together when threatened, making them harder to pick off. Both birds also handle cold weather better than most chicken breeds. Ducks in particular thrive in wet, cold climates where chickens get frostbitten combs and stop laying entirely. Less predator loss means more food on your table, simple as that. The last advantage ties everything together, and it's the one most homesteaders never think about. Stacking systems, running them both together. Here's where the real magic happens. You don't have to choose one or the other. The smartest small-space homesteaders run quail and ducks together as a stacked system. Quail go in raised hutches. They take up vertical space, not ground space. Below them, duck manure and quail droppings feed a compost system or get raked directly into garden beds. Ducks patrol the ground level. They clear pests from your garden, fertilize as they go, and produce large eggs for your kitchen or for sale. Meanwhile, your quail are cranking out eggs overhead in a footprint smaller than a bookshelf. One homesteader I follow online runs 12 ducks and 80 quail on a quarter-acre suburban lot. She produces over 600 eggs a week, sells the surplus at a local market, and her neighbors think she just has a nice garden. That's the kind of system commercial agriculture will never teach you, because it doesn't scale for corporations, but it scales perfectly for you. When you stack these two birds together, you build a micro-farm that outproduces most backyard chicken setups 3 to 1. I'll be honest with you, I didn't start here. When I first got into backyard farming, I did exactly what everyone else does. I bought 6 chickens, built a coop that cost me way more than I planned, and waited for the eggs to roll in. And they did, for a while. But I was spending $50 a month on feed. My neighbors started making comments about the noise, and my small yard felt completely taken over by one coop and a run that never seemed big enough. Then a friend mentioned Coturnix quail. I thought he was joking. Those tiny little birds? No way they could replace my hens. But I was frustrated enough to try it. I built a simple hutch out of scrap wood and hardware cloth, cost me maybe $30. I ordered 25 quail chicks online for less than the price of 6 pullet chickens. Within 7 weeks, those quail were laying. 25 hens producing an average of 20 eggs a day from a hutch that sat on a table in my garage. My feed cost dropped to under $12 a month. Nobody could hear them, and I was getting more eggs than my chickens ever gave me. A few months later, I added 4 Khaki Campbell ducks. They turned my slug-infested garden into the most productive beds I've ever grown. Their eggs were enormous, and my kids liked watching them more than they ever liked the chickens. That was 3 years ago. I haven't looked back. I'm not saying chickens are bad birds. They have their place, but for small space production, Quail and Ducks changed everything for me. The numbers don't lie, and neither does my feed bill. Now, before you rush out and buy your first quail or ducks, let me save you from the mistakes I see people make every single week. Mistake number 1, putting quail on the ground. Quail are not chickens. They do not do well in ground-level coops. They're small, they're vulnerable, and ground moisture breeds disease fast. Raise them in elevated wire-bottom hutches. Their droppings fall through, the birds stay dry, and your disease risk drops to almost zero. Mistake number 2, not enough protein in quail feed. Chickens eat 16% layer feed. Quail need a minimum of 20 to 22%. If you feed quail standard chicken feed, egg production crashes within weeks. Use game bird feed or turkey starter. It costs about the same, and the difference in production is night and day. Mistake number 3, giving ducks a pond they don't need. New duck owners think they need a full pond. They don't. A simple kiddie pool or a 5-gallon rubber tub is enough for bathing and bill cleaning. Too much standing water in a small space creates mud, bacteria, and a mess that turns neighbors against you fast. Keep it simple, dump and refill daily. Mistake number 4, mixing quail and ducks in the same enclosure. I mentioned stacking these systems together, but that means separate housing in shared space. Ducks will step on quail, they'll eat their eggs, they'll bully them at feeding time. Keep quail elevated, keep ducks on the ground, and let them work the same area without direct contact. Avoid these 4 mistakes and you'll skip months of frustration that most beginners go through the hard way. Now, zoom out and picture where this puts you 12 months from now. You've got a compact quail hutch producing eggs every single day. Your ducks are patrolling your garden, eliminating pests, and dropping rich fertilizer right where your vegetables need it. Your feed bill is a fraction of what chicken keepers are paying. Your neighbors have no idea you're running a micro farm. No noise complaints, no zoning battles, no stress. You're producing enough eggs to feed your family and sell the surplus. Duck eggs alone can bring in $5 to $6 a dozen at any farmer's market. Quail eggs sell as a specialty item for even more. That's income from birds that cost you pennies a day to maintain. And the best part? This system runs year-round. Ducks lay through winter when most chicken breeds shut down entirely. Quail keep producing under artificial light with almost no drop in output. You're not dependent on the grocery store. You're not at the mercy of egg prices that spike every time there's a supply chain disruption. You've built a food system that works on your terms, in your space, on your budget. That's not just homesteading. That's real self-sufficiency, the kind most people only talk about but never actually build. Now, I want to hear from you. If you had to pick just one to start with tomorrow, are you going quail or ducks? Drop your answer in the comments and tell me why. I read every single one and I'll jump in to help you figure out the best setup for your space. If this video opened your eyes to what's possible beyond chickens, hit that subscribe button and tap the bell. I'm building a channel for people who want real food independence, not just hobby farming. And the next video is going to go even deeper into one of these systems with a full start-to-finish setup guide that you can follow on any budget. You don't need a big farm, you don't need expensive equipment, you don't need permission from the poultry industry to feed your family. You just need the right birds and the right system. Now you have both.